In this lesson, we are going to discuss a very interesting feature of Power BI, that is conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is a very useful feature when you would like to highlight particular aspects of your visual. You can identify anomalies in the data, identify outliers, the highest or lowest values, and you can show them to your audience and highlight them, a very important aspect of your data. Let us see what built-in tools are available in Power BI regarding conditional formatting. I have this table in front of me in which sales by brands are shown, and we have got sales, cost of sales, gross profit, and gross profit percentage. We can highlight different aspects of this visual. For example, we can highlight the highest value of sales in a particular color and the lowest value of sales in a different color. So we can have a gradient of these colors. We can do that by clicking on this visual and then right clicking on the column we would like to highlight. Let's say we would like to highlight the sales column here. We will right click on the sales column, conditional formatting. We have different options available to choose from. For now, we are going to choose a background color. If I choose background color, I can choose from gradient or rules or field value. Let's say I would like to highlight a particular group of sales of particular products with certain values, and we can define rules for on the basis of which we can highlight these values. My lowest sales value is 42 million and the highest sales value is 2 billion. Let me break this down into three different buckets. For example, I would like the first bucket to be greater than 0 and less than let's say 100 million. Now we can add a new rule, and now the value should be greater than or equal to 100 million, and it should be less than, let's say, 500 million. And in the last, we can add another rules which says value should be greater than or equal to 500 million, and we can leave out the upper limit. We can also leave out the bottom limit. If we do not specify any limit, Power BI will automatically take the minimum value and the maximum value. Let me change the colors here. If we can, let's keep the blue color for the lowest band. Let's choose a different color for the middle band and a different one for the topmost band. If I click OK, I will see three distinct colors of on my sales column in the data. So we can see that the rules which we have specified are clearly highlighted in the data. So this will work in any case if the user makes a different kind of selection. If the rules still apply, then the Power BI will still automatically color these particular values. So in case of rules, we can specify in this manner. We have other options available in Power BI conditional formatting tool. Let's discuss those as well. In cost of sales, let's say I'm going to right click conditional formatting. I can add data bars here. Data bars is a feature which is also available in Microsoft Excel, and data bars will help us identify and compare numbers between different values of a column, and we can have the data bars either on the values or values as well as totals. Generally speaking, data bars should be applied on values because the total value is the highest and it will always have the highest or the longest bar. Let's pick a color for the bar. We can pick a color like which is similar to an orange color. And if I click OK, I can show this. My highest value of cost of sale has the longest bar and the lowest value has the smallest one. We can have different options in this. Let me click on this again. I can change the direction of the bar from left to right to right to left. We can also decide and choose whether to show the bar only or the values with the bar. So let me show you how it looks like without the values. Now there are no values here, no values visible here, and the bars are now from right to left. This is very interesting and it gives a very decent look on your visuals to the audience. What else can we do? We can highlight a number of things. The main power of conditional formatting lies in the DAX formulas. In any case of DAX formula where the answer can be a true or false, Power BI can format that particular part of the visual very easily. For instance, I have created a measure which gives me the highest gross profit margin. And in this case, you can see the highest gross profit margin is coming at Samsung, which is 39.31%. I can highlight this gross profit margin very easily in this visual because I have already created a measure which calculates the highest gross profit margin based on the data set that I have. So I can put a conditional test where, and similarly, we can also have a minimum gross profit margin. For example, in this case, the minimum gross profit margin is 23%. You can see, which is for AMD Radeon. I can choose to highlight both the maximum gross margin product and the lowest gross margin product. And I can do that very easily by a conditional test, which is I have created this measure, and this measure checks the gross profit percentage based on the filter context, and it compares with the maximum gross profit margin. And if it is equal to the maximum gross profit margin, then the color it chooses is lime. Similarly, if the gross profit margin is equal to the minimum gross profit margin, the color is magenta. Otherwise, in all of the cases, the color is gray. Let me apply this conditional formatting on the data. Let me right click on the brand column and choose conditional formatting, background color, and I'm going to choose field value. And in case of field value, I'm going to choose my conditional formatting measure, which is highest and lowest GP test. If I click OK, I'll be able to see lime color for Samsung, magenta for AMD, and gray color for every other brand. Another very interesting feature in the Power BI of conditional formatting is that you can import icons from the internet. Although icons are available in Power BI itself, and we can choose from a good variety of and we can choose from an built-in library of icons in Power BI, but we can also choose and import icons from the internet. Let me show you how. Let me remove these measures from the visual. And now I'm going to apply the icons where the icons are above or below a certain threshold. Let me give you a test. And in this test, we can see that if the GP, the gross profit percentage of an individual product or individual brand, is greater than the GP of all the brands, the average GP of all the brands, then I have chosen this icon. And otherwise, the other icon. I can show you, I can remove this, and I can import a fresh icon from the internet and show you how it's done. Let me go to an internet. Let me import an icon from the internet, and I will choose this unicorn as an icon. I have to right click on this icon and click on copy image link. And when the image link is copied, we will go to Power BI and we'll paste the link in this formula. And now we can bring in another icon. For example, this dragon. Right click, copy image link, and we can go back to Power BI and paste this link in the formula. And if you press enter, and we will have this formula where, and we have used the switch function where the GP of a particular brand is greater than the GP of all the brands, which means average GP, then we have a particular icon, otherwise another icon. Let me apply this icon on, let's say, the total volume. I'm going to right click, conditional formatting, icons. And instead of choosing from a built-in icon, I'm going to field value. In field value, I'm going to choose my conditional formatting, GP icon test, and I'm going to put my icon on the right of the data. If I click OK, I will see that icons are shown in the total volume column, and where the GP is more than 34.31%. In this case, we can see ViewSonic GP is 34.52, which is higher than the average GP of all the brands. Then we have unicorns. Otherwise, in the case of GPs where the GPs are lower, the icon is dragon. So it is very interesting and very useful feature when you can import icons from the internet. You can choose very creatively to show and depict your required analysis or required visual representation of your data very easily through Power BI's conditional formatting feature.